at it. Son is rubbing his eyes. We'll see how long we get to play before he wants a milk break. Might just be one match. Playing against USA basketball. Kiki Vanderway, Chris Mullen, and Jabari Parker. Playing against Frank. Allow me to be Frank. That's not a very good team name. And we score with Curry to start it off. Diamond Kiki to Mullen. Back out to Vanderway. And he lays it up and in. Playing against Frank's son. 4-1-8. Curry to Johnson. We throw a pass right to the defense. That's no good. Kiki in transition. That's a tough shot, even for a diamond. Pulls his rebound off the miss. We just run into the ball and get it knocked loose for a second. Jabari Parker goes around us and throws it down. Nate Robinson on the handle. He should have a bit of speed against my boy Chris Mullen. Curry to Grandmama. Mullen turns the corner, left-handed dunk. And it is a 2 each matchup. Kiki Vanderway being guarded by Steph Curry. Over to Mullen. Here's Jabari Parker. We know he wants to drive it in with Parker, but we don't play very good defense there and surrender the layup. Frank versus the Seahawks. Nate Robinson to Johnson, inside to Curry, little pump fake. The defense swarms out to Joe Johnson. I believe it's Joe Johnson that we got for the 2-pointer. Vanderway takes it the other way. Jump pass to Parker. Back out to Vanderway. He's wide open. Diamonds shouldn't miss those, and he doesn't. We're down by 1. Curry working on Vanderway. Let's give him a little razzle-dazzle. Steph's got the good hands and handles. Nate Robinson in the corner as Mullen comes in. Nate can't connect. A little late on the release. Vanderway to Mully for the mid-range. It rattles home. We're down by 2. Nate Robinson to Curry. Guy's trying to pull up there for the long 2. But the control was a little laggy. And it's out to Jabari Parker in the corner. Mullen pulls the offensive rebound. My opponent has a bit of height advantage. Out to Vanderway, who doesn't connect from deep. Nate Robinson on the handle to Curry. Curry back to Nate. Mullen slaps it away. Dribble's terminated. Back to Curry. Robinson up. It's not in as Parker brings the help defense. We're down by 2. Parker springs free. We foul him. It's too late. The bucket's up and in. Frank's got the Cavs uniform. We've got the Golden State ones. Can we rally and find a victory here? Nate Robinson on the handle. Over to Steph. We're going to do a little pick and roll action. Curry with a lob to the little man who has big hops. He grabs the ball, slams it in. Chris Mullen, he's lost his dribble. Trying to guard against Parker. He's done a good job on us. Over to Diamond Keehee. Parker's open from deep. And he drills it. It's a 4-point deficit. Inside to Joe Johnson. Out to Steph. Steph to Nate Robinson. Mullen's behind the play. We get the lay-in with the left hand. We need to find something that can work for us. We're going to try guarding on Mullen. Not because he's not a good player, but because he's a bit slower. Parker on Johnson to Vanderway. We're floating around on the outside with Nate Robinson on Mullen. Obviously, Nate Robinson's giving up about a foot in height here. Jabari Parker grinds it in, tries to pass it out. It goes off Steph's foot. It's not a kickball violation, though. And we go the other way. There's Robinson in the corner. It's green. It's good. And we're down just a point. Vanderway on the handle. He dribbles free, but doesn't hit his 2-point attempt. Nate Robinson over to Curry. Curry goes around Vanderway. It's a tie ball game. Frank versus the Seahawks. Vanderway with possession. To Mullen. Back into Vanderway. Out to Mullen. He gives a little step back. We thought he was going to shoot a 2. Instead, he runs in as we run out and gives his team the lead. Curry to Nate Robinson. Robinson's not able to run past Mullen. We're going to throw the lob to Nate, and he catches it with one hand and finishes it. What a beautiful play. It's all square at 10 each. Vanderway on Mullen. Excuse me, to Mullen. Mullen over to Jabari Parker. Mullen cuts back door. We're late with the defensive help. And we're down a point again. It's been a tough, hard-fought battle. Here goes Curry. Little finger roll for the tie. Over to Vanderway. He goes right around Curry. Says, look at this. This is how you do it. As he dunks it in. Curry and Vanderway. A little mano-a-mano. But Curry decides to give it to his teammate Robinson. Curry and Robinson, the screen and the dunk. Excuse me, that wasn't Robinson. It's Johnson. They're both wearing number 2 tonight. Vanderway working the ball around, and it gets stolen. Curry's out ahead. The only thing slowing him down is his teammate, Nate Robinson. But he gets the dunk, and we get a 1-point lead here towards the end. We can go for the closeout with 2 on the next possession if that Mullen shot doesn't drop, but it does. And we're down a point. Curry to Johnson. Jabari Parker's there, so we work it out. Nate Robinson on the handle. Over to Johnson. Johnson with a pump fake, and he goes back up. Draws a shooting foul. And we'll try again on offense. Johnson goes for the dunk. It's no good. The ball takes a weird hop. It must have had some type of spin. Vanderway in transition. I guess it's good because he had to pause it. It's not good. Oh, Frank, you silly child. And here comes Johnson to tie up the game. Not very good sportsmanship there from Frank. Maybe he really is a Cavaliers fan, and he's taking his cues from LeBron. We get the steal. We could win it here with an outside shot, provided that we make it. Curry working on Nate. Back to Steph. To Johnson on Parker. We're looking for something that we like. Curry draws in the defense momentarily. Johnson's got to let it fly as the shot clock's down. And we beat Frank. Oh, Frank was trying to troll us. I thought about pausing it, but I was a bit late. It's all right. We just want to win. And we did. We get 144 MT. And we'll see what we get on the pick board. My son will be needing a diaper change soon, but I'm going to let him finish doing his thing. So I may play one more. I might go get a snipe. Let's see what happens here with the pick board first. It's add card, what everyone dreams about. Next, we get a 1-pointer. And with our last pick, let's see what it is. Not bad. Air Jordan lasers. Well, we're a little short to buy a Chinese New Year pack. Let's look at the collection and see if there's any collectibles that we don't want. Excuse me, consumables. Just a couple. We're going to probably need to hold off on buying a pack for one more match. We'll do that after this match, and then I will pause the stream, get my son a fresh diaper, give him a little milk, and resume for the rest of the evening. Hopefully he'll take a nice nap. Trying to teach a 3-month-old to sleep through the night, but they do what they want. We get LaRusso to play with Clay and Sapphire, Robert Horry. We see who's coming up next. Matchmaking takes a bit longer later in the evening. And we're waiting. For somebody to come along here. It's taken a while. Frank must have went to bed after he tried to troll us. We'll try one more time. If not, we'll go and see if there's something good on the auction house and take a quick pause. And we're searching for matches again. It's taken forever to find somebody to play against. And we wait. And it's taken a bit too long. Let's go see if we can find something in the Ruby market as it's almost 5 past. Been hearing that the refresh window has changed to 7 minutes past, but I don't know if that's just another sniper trying to throw everybody off. So I'll stick with 5 past. Let's take a look before and after. I think it's right at 5 minutes past right now. We'll jump back in, see if there's something good here. None of those players are ones that we want. We look at it one more time. Chris Paul's out there. And we don't need any of those guys. There's no amethyst. I don't think there's going to be a diamond or a pink diamond at this low bargain basement price. Let's see here in the collection if we have some shoes that are doubles that we don't want. I never seem to have any of these peak players. I'm going to go ahead and dump that challenger. I've got a ton of them. And we're going to open a Chinese New Year pack. Then we'll take a quick break, take care of the baby, and come right back. First pack of the night, Silver Ruby. Let's take a look here. I don't know if my buddy Fresh to Death is watching the stream, even though he's around. I can hardly stand it anymore. There's that Ruby card. Let's see who it is. It's Ruby Butler. All right. We're going to make a little tweet that we found Ruby Butler on the stream. And we'll be resuming shortly. Thank you, OG. Is happy to get that Butler. I've got the Amethyst Jimmy, so I'll probably put that one up for sale and buy a few more packs tonight, but I'm still happy to pull something decent. Those Chinese New Year packs have been pretty good to me. That's my third Ruby. I got Butler, DeRozan, and Curry, and I've got 2 Amethysts, 2 Yao Mings. I think I've opened approximately 10, maybe 12 of those packs, so they've been pretty good. Hopefully everybody else is having a good experience with them. They're expiring in a few hours. If you got a little MT, might be worth giving it a shot. And I'm going to be pausing, taking care of the little guy for just a minute. Shouldn't be too long, maybe 10-15 minutes. I'll be back on the stream and go until 4 a.m. And we'll look up this Butler when we come back, see what he sells for, try to get him sold quick, and buy more packs. Okay, we'll see you on the other side. Thanks for watching. And we're back. Got the little guy sitting here in my lap as he lets his food digest. Let's look up that Ruby Jimmy Butler. The problem with that one is there are two better Jimmys on the market. The Amethyst and Diamond. Haven't seen what this sells for. Looks like a pretty big range. I see it down for 55. Let's see if there's anything cheaper. We'll put the cheapest one out there on a 4-hour auction listing. And try to get them sold. That Diamond Jimmy's all the way down to 31. Excuse me, 38. Would have been nice to get a little more for him. But easy come, easy go. Let's go find that card and sell it. I would hang on to it, but I sure don't need to have that one. Never going to play with it. And I don't think it fills out any sets. They give a reward, and it doesn't. So let's send him to the auction. For 4 hours, and we'll put him at 37.50. We want to get that sold. We want to get some more of these Chinese New Year packs. Maybe we can find a diamond in there or something exciting. Who knows? I'm going to try to play one with my son sitting right here with me. If it takes a minute, I'll probably just set him down. Yeah, let's do that. We'll set him down. He looks to be sleeping pretty well now that he got a fresh diaper and a bottle of milk. And we'll wait for the match to get started as we settle the baby in. If you hear lullabies in the background, that's not to keep me calm, it's for him. And we're looking for a match. And we're still waiting on somebody to link up with us. We'll back it out and try it again. Seems like nobody's playing at the moment. Late night on a Monday night, Tuesday morning, depending on where you're at. And we're just waiting on 2K to find somebody to play with us. Here it comes now. It's somebody with a Peppy the Frog meme. Pretty sure that has a racist background, so we're going to try to smoke this guy. Who knows? He's got Diamond Harden, Big Sean Bradley, and George Hill. And we're waiting on the match to load up and the custom uniforms. Here we go. We're going to start out with possession. We're playing against the rare Peppies. I'm taking a second to get settled into the couch. Here we go. It's Klay Thompson on the handle. LaRusso around James Harden for the dunk. We got Ori defending on Sean Bradley. Bradley for three. We'll take that. We'll leave that open, in fact, and hope that he keeps doing it. Klay with the hammer. And we're out to a 2-point lead. Harden in the corner. That's too much space. We're playing against Dirty Donut Man 20, I guess it was. Ori with Bradley closing out. Took a little too long to pull the trigger. Bradley inside. Harden's open. That diamond Harden sure looks nice. And we're down a bucket. Klay's on the handle. Out to Ori. Ori's guarded by Bradley. Little two-man game. He sets up Klay, and we're all tied at 3. Harden on the handle. We're going to leave Bradley open. If he wants to chuck it from deep with Bradley, we'll take our chances. Ori's against the big man, LaRusso. That's a nice advantage for my opponent. Ori to Klay. We're looking to set up a shooter here. We got a few of them on the floor. Klay sets up a little pick and roll with Ori. My opponent's doing a good job on defense. We're going to have to let it fly here. It hits the side of the rim and bounces out. Big Sean with the rebound. Over to Harden, who drop back in case Harden gets a driving move. Goes for a little 180 spin shot. And we get the miss. Ori with the ball. And Harden gets the block on LaRusso, going for the dunk. Ori's got Harden on the switch. Gets a hand up, and we get the rebound. Seahawks in transition. I stand there for a second with Ori. Don't know why I hesitated. I had 2 shooters. It was either Ori or Klay. I need to let that fly. Klay gets the dunk. Harden can't connect. I fear Fresh at F City picking up this Harden. He's devastating with the amethyst when we run into him. And Harden gets the score. He's provided all the points for the rare Peppies. Here we go to Klay Thompson. That gets deflected off of the defender's leg. It's a turnover, transition 2-pointer. We jumped out on that pretty well, but it goes in. Sometimes that happens. It was George Hill, I think, making that shot. Klay to Ori. We're having a hard time getting open looks from 2. And Harden gets the steal animation. Takes it the length of the court. This is not going how we want. We're down by 3. Pass takes forever. But LaRusso corrals it and scores. Bradley's open. He comes to post up on Ori. Of course, he has a height advantage. We play some good shot defense, but not good enough to get the stop. Ori inbounds to Klay. Clay with the hesitation dribble. He lets it fly. It's a little deep off the back rim and out. We're trying to get something going from deep. Bradley, he goes around the defender, but misses as he gets fouled. Hill working on Klay Thompson. Clay's a good defender. And Hill tosses it over to Harden, out of bounds. We take possession. Klay on the handle to Ori. By the time Ori backs up, Bradley's there. Seems like my opponent is defending a lot with Harden. We'll try to exploit that because it doesn't seem like he's a great on-the-ball defender. We set up a shot for Ori in the corner. We're down a bucket. Here's Harden in transition. The defense doesn't come out at him. And we dodge the 2-point shot. Ori inbounds to Klay. We're going to go over here to LaRusso and see if we can't get the double teams drawn in. Out to Klay Thompson. Really wanted to get an open look to one of the good shooters on the floor, but it's not going to be the case with the shot clock winding down. We just got to get something up here. Klay, a little hesitation. The defense is right there. It bounces around and out. Sean Bradley with the rebound. Kicks it over to Hill. Hill's wide open. And we're down by 2 to the Dirty Donut Man. Klay in possession. Work it out to Ori. He lets it rip. It rips the cord. And it's 9 each. Harden gets a little space. He's not afraid to chuck it with Harden. But fortunately for us, that's a miss. LaRusso's open for a minute. Not too sure what his shot looks like. So I decide just to get it to Ori. Harden with the block on the bigger man. Hill in transition off the rim and out. Klay with the rebound. Ori trying to get both the defenders on him to set up Klay. That's not going to work. Klay to the hole with the dunk. We got the lead. Here's Harden. He likes to shoot it with Harden in transition. We give a little bit of a help defense. That sets up Hill though. And he makes us pay from the corner. Opponent is shooting well with Hill in this match. We're down by 1. Klay Thompson, he's going to throw the lob. That might not be a good idea to LaRusso, but he scores it anyways. Jumped out at Harden there. Didn't want him checking an open look. Using Ori to defend against Bradley and try to give some help. Not enough help there. Harden with the big spike. We're down a point. Klay on the handle. Out to Ori. Back to Klay. Klay tries to work it in there to Ori underneath. Gets deflected. And then we get a reach-in foul on our opponent. Try to work it to Klay there. Backdoor quickly. That's not going to work. Bradley's just sitting on the ground. We get over to him late. Harden transition shot for 2. It's no good. Ori skies for the rebound. He tries to hit LaRusso cutting underneath. Gets deflected. To Klay. He's going to get fouled from behind by Harden. We can ask Khloe Kardashian what that feels like as Klay scores the bucket. It's 12 each. Klay with the steal on the long inbound attempt. Pull up 3-pointer off the rim. That's a heartbreaker. It would have given us a nice little boost. Instead, it's Harden in transition. That is antagonizingly bouncing around and rolling off for my opponent. He slaps it off of LaRusso and takes possession. Harden in the corner. We're too far away from him. using the wrong defender and paying the price. Clay out to Ori. Oh, and that's no good for us. We're going to try to set up another long shot. There's Ori again. That one's good. And we pull it to a 14-apiece tie. We're floating around. Not worried about Sean Bradley too much. We don't want to give him an easy dunk, of course, but Bradley's not going to beat us from deep. Harden for the win. Defender in his face. Bradley skies for the rebound. And then we get the steal. We got a shooter in the corner. It's LaRusso. It's green. It's good. And we beat the racist meme, Pepe the Frog team. You can look at Harden with his head down. He's ashamed of being a racist. And we go ahead and see what we get on the pick board. We get to reset the lineup. That's kind of a meh reward. We get the Timberwolves jersey. And post-spin technician. We're not close to the sniping window. Let's see if that Butler sold. It didn't. Neither did this playbook. I have my doubts I'm going to be able to sell it, but I'll keep throwing it out there for a while. As soon as that Butler sells, we'll grab another pack. We're going to see if we can't grind out 3,500 MT. And if we need to, we'll sell a few collectibles or consumables that we don't need. Here's a look at our 10 players that we're using. Lynn is fighting for a spot against DeRozan. Let's put DeRozan back in there. See who we like better. It's pretty much a toss-up. We just got Ruby Durant. We got to use him earlier tonight in the stream. We're going to try using him again. Click on that pink diamond. It's sliding this way, but it's going to stop. We get a Ruby teammate for KD. It's Nick Van Exel. And we'll try to round this out with something good. Click on a Ruby that's sandwiched by Amethyst. But somehow we're lucky enough to get a gold card. It's Jared Dudley. Here we go again. And we'll be searching for a match. This time it doesn't take too long. Who are we playing against? It's somebody with a Kanye head. It's got OJ Mayo, Kurt Rambis, and Murray from the Nuggets. We have a huge talent advantage in this matchup. No excuses if we don't get the victory. He's got custom uniforms. I think they say Yeezy. Inbound to Van Exel. I don't know what the team name is supposed to be. Murders, I guess. I don't know. Van Exel on the handle to Durant. A little bit of a two-man game here to start. Dudley's out here. We got pretty good shooting on this club. Just trying to get somebody free. Good defense for my opponent. KD's got to let it fly. Rambis is right there. And that's a miss to start us off. OJ Mayo backing down Dudley. Dudley with a steal. Van Exel. Let's throw the lob to KD. That's not going to work out. I thought we'd get a nice dunk. The defense collapsed pretty well. Open shot for Murray. He doesn't connect. My opponent decided to bring the silver card out for this match. Seems like a competent player, at least so far. Don't know why he's not playing with better cards. Van Exel and Durant. We wanted the screen with Durant. Dudley comes instead. Shot clock's down. Durant from deep. Excuse me, that's Van Exel from deep. And it's no good. KD Garden on Rambus. He lets it fly with that silver card again. And we get another rebound off the miss. And Durant hammers it home to get the scoring started. He drives around with Murray and scores a one dunk on his own. We got Dudley underneath. Try to get it out to KD there. That didn't work. We're working the ball around. Van Exel takes the shot after the overpassing, and he knocks it home. Rambus backing in on Durant, kicks it out to OJ Mayo, and that's good. Van Exel open underneath. He wants to give it to KD for two. And the Slim Reaper connects from downtown. We're slacking off of Rambus, letting Durant just come and help. Rambus isn't going to be scoring from deep, maybe from the mid-range. But with a speed advantage, we should be able to get back on him for the most part. There's Kurt now with the ball. He's trying to work it in on Durant. Pretty good pull. It rims in. Looks like my opponent's gamer tag is Ethrin the Third. Not sure about the first name if I'm reading it right. Durant to Van Exel. It's a cold zone for Nick. And that was a cold pull to the right. OJ Mayo in transition, flipping the lead to our opponent. Here goes Van Exel. Out to Dudley. The shooters were kind of next to each other. Doesn't matter. Dudley knocks it in. Dribble gets terminated. We run out at Durant. Excuse me. We run out with Durant at Rambus. That's a mistake as Rambus hammers it home, sliding right on past us. My opponent is defending manually on Dudley. We'll try to use that to our advantage. Rambus with a nice little slap away. And the transition dunk for OJ Mayo, who's provided 5 points of the 8 for the opposition. Van Exel over to KD. He pulls the defense and sets up Van Exel from deep, front rim and in, and we're up by 1. Most of the scoring coming from Mayo against Dudley. We're not too worried about Rambus over there. Defensive switch. Dudley's now on Rambus. Rambus on the inside. Dudley is able to provide enough defense to get the miss. And we get fouled from behind. Recycling the play. We'll get the check in here to Nick Van Exel. Van Exel to KD. Defense goes flying out. Van Exel is open momentarily. Back to KD. He's going to try to dunk this in. He does with the left hand. We're up by 2. Murray working the ball over to Mayo. Rambus decides to take a shot from deep. We like that. It bounces out of bounds. Van Exel with the ball. He gets it to KD. KD was out of bounds for a second. We almost turn over possession. Van Exel to Dudley. We're trying to get something open before the shot clock runs out. The 2 defenders collapse. So does Dudley. We throw it out to Durant, who bells us out from deep as the clock was about to expire. It's 12-8. Skip pass gets picked off. Van Exel was watching it the whole way. He's open for a while. That's a deep look, and it's no good. The defense was starting to come out. Mayo on the pick and roll. That's a deep shot. It looked good for a minute, but it's long off the back rim. Durant with the rebound. And that pass gets deflected and taken away from us. OJ Mayo with Jared Dudley on him. Rambus with the offensive board. They get to keep possession. Here's Murray in the corner. And Efren III has had enough. He decides to rage quit when he wasn't down by that many points. We'll take any victory we can get. Let's see what's on the pick board. Sniping window is 4 minutes past, so we're not going to mess with it. Looks like we may have sold that Ruby Butler. If that's the case, we'll go ahead and rip a pack. We pulled the Ruby Butler just about an hour ago. We get 175 MT, a technical foul, and we get a head card. Let's go see what's sold here. Jimmy's gone. Let's see if we can get somebody good. We only get one pack out of that Jimmy Butler Ruby. We don't need him. We have the Amethyst Butler. And we're going to get a Sapphire, an Emerald. Not what we wanted. Certainly not bad. We get a Flashy Passer, Spectrum Center, Air Jordans, and let's see what this is. It's DeAndre Jordan Moments. We'll take a look at what that sells for. And congratulations, collector level player of the game. We're going to get a Ruby Charles Oakley. We already got this Clutch City, and we have that Arena. Those will go to the auctions. We'll go take a look at this Oakley real quick. We must have 550 in the account. And there's Charles Oakley in his Knicks days. I think I have 2 versions of DeAndre Jordan. This one probably doesn't sell for much. I doubt either one does. So we're not going to mess with it for now. Let's play some more. It's Amethyst. Sean Marion. Click on that pink diamond. It disappears and turns into a gold. Teammate. It's Nick Young, I believe. Yes. And let's see who we can get to play with these guys. It's going to be an Emerald card. It's Raymond Felton. We're hoping to grind out another 3,500 at least for the Knights up. Maybe we can hit that 1,000 card on the board and get another pack pull. Chinese New Year's have been fun, and they've been good to us. And let's see if we find that guy again. Sure enough, it's him. He's got Amethyst Wade, Peyton, and Dame Lillard. He quit the last time. We'd like to make him quit again. Don't know why he decided just to call it good, but whatever. Maybe he'll quit right away and we can get some rewards. That Wade looks like a pretty sweet card. I don't think I've seen anybody playing with that before. We'll see how he does with it. If you enjoyed the stream and you'd like a follower, please follow me. I will definitely follow you back. Inbound to Raymond Felton. Felton out to Nick Young. I haven't played with this version of Young, I don't believe, this year. That Emerald Young plays ridiculously well. So our opponent is solid and prone to quitting. Maybe we can jump out on a lead on him and get him to rage quit again. He gets it over to Dame Lillard, and that's going to bounce out of bounds. Possession to the Seahawks. And he does a pretty nice job of sneaking up on me there. Slaps it free. Hits the mid-range with Dame, and we're down a point early in this game. I think he's going to keep doing it. Maybe we can use it to our advantage in transition. Young over to Marion. The lob to Nick Young. I think that Emerald Young would have hammered that home. This Young can't do it. Sean Marion has a block for Dwayne Wade. Here goes Marion. Two-handed hammer, and that gets rejected at the rim. Didn't think anybody was going to get up and get a stop on Marion there. Marion's going to throw the long lob to Young. That's good. And it's one each. I see a fellow YouTuber and streamer is here. I enjoy your content, but I don't want to out you because you're viewing. But I do appreciate you stopping in and you're following us. Been checking out your videos as well. We turn the ball over. Dame Lillard over to Peyton, out to Wade. And we get a miss from Dwayne Wade. Marion out to Felton. He's cold right there, but he's able to connect because he's so open. And it's a 2-point difference in this match. My opponent has pretty nice custom jerseys. We get a miss, and we're in transition again. Marion's being guarded by Amethyst Wade. Felton throws the lob. He did a good job to run over there and undercut it. Transition 2-pointer for Dame Lillard. Back rim and out. Felton restarts the offense for us. Nick Young to Marion. Shot clock's getting a bit low. We'll just have to take what we can get. We'll shoot the 3 with Felton. Front rim and out. Nick Young with the rebound. Felton on the reload. That's kind of a deep angle, but he's able to hit it for us. We're up 5-1. We're hoping for another rage quit. He's got Peyton for 2. Back rim and out. Marion on the handle in transition. Over to Felton. Felton's having a nice game for us. Back to Sean. Let's go ahead and set up some type of pick and roll. Really wasn't wanting Felton to be the one to come over. To Nick Young. Can he bail us out? Well, he's going to throw it to Felton as the shot clock winds down, and he just gets it over the rim and in. We're up by 5. My opponent's hanging tough. Maybe he doesn't want to quit this time. There's Lillard, and he cuts the lead to just 3 points. Young to Felton, to Marion. Trying to draw a double team and kick out for an open shooter. If we can. Young gets a little rub on Wade, but not enough to spring Marion free. We're dribbling back and forth, just trying to get something that we like. Here's Marion from deep. It's going to rattle around and out. Peyton in transition. I didn't know where my defender was. I ran out of bounds. Peyton had a wide open pull, and we're fortunate that he doesn't swish that one on us. We're going to set up a little pick and roll action. Try to get something going. My opponent's doing pretty good on defense here. We throw the lob, and the Matrix grabs that and hammers it home. The new refresh time is 16 and 46 minutes. I'm being informed from the moderator, Fresh at F City. We'll be trying to hop in on those times. Not a big fan of them changing it, but what can you do? You just have to adapt and try to get the snipes when you can. Marion over to Felton. Back to Sean. Shot clock's getting low. Felton gets open for just a second. Lillard's there to harass and force the miss. Peyton with a jump pass. Kind of unnecessary, but he gets it to Wade. Peyton off the front rim and out. Felton has an open look. Wasn't really expecting to shoot it with Felton that early, so I don't. We get Marion in the corner. He's got the corner specialist badges on him, and it's good. We're up by 6. Thought Wade would be shooting it. I jump out at him. He kicks it back to Wade, and he misses. Opponent's having a tough shooting night here in these 2 matches we played against him. Young to Felton. Back to Nick Young. Feels like my opponent's just staying in front of me the whole time, but we've been able to get things like that through the match. Young turns Peyton cold on the lob. He lets it fly with Peyton anyways. He doesn't care if he's cold or not. Let's heat him up. It's good from 2-point range, and it's a 5-10 game. Marion works it over to Felton. Being guarded by Lillard. Back to Marion, who's guarded by Wade. Felton tries to kick it out here. We know there's got to be a shooter open somewhere. Felton takes a crack at it from deep. Straight on, and it's good. We're up by 7. He's looking for the long pass. He completes it to Wade. Gary Payton with a hand in his face. And my opponent, excuse me, that's not Gary Payton. I think it's Eldred Payton. My opponent decides he's seen enough. He leaves the match. That's his second quit. Happy to play against this guy because he just calls it a game whenever he gives up. So we're going to go ahead and see what we get on the pick board. It's 500 MT. We get the all healing card. And with our next pick, we get the Milwaukee Bucks throwback jersey. We're getting close to getting 600 in the collection. And then we'll get a little MT off of that. We got Amethyst James Harden. His first teammate is James Posey. James and James. Click on that pink diamond. But we're not going to get it. It's a sapphire though. It's David West. And we're back at it. Let's see who we're going to play against. See some new followers tonight. As I see you guys following my stream, I'm following you back. Appreciate it. And I'm also sending everybody a friends request. I don't know if that authorizes anything as far as the accounts go, but let's do it anyways. And we're looking for a match. Late night on a Monday night, Tuesday morning. Not a ton of players out there. But hopefully we'll find someone soon. And try to keep winning. And we're just waiting for it to find someone for us to play against. We don't really have coins for sniping at the moment. We're trying to grind some out. And we're just looking for someone for a while. Let's back it out and try it again. Lots of patches and updates to the game today. Don't know if that's decreasing some of the players available to play against us as people are waiting for their game to load. But we're just going to hang out here for a minute and look for a opponent. It seems to be taking a long time. Finally, it finds us someone to play against. Let's see who it is. It's the Seattle Supersonics logo. He's got Billy Thompson, 99 Kobe, and Jeremy Lin. And we're going to start out with possession of the ball. It's to Amethyst Harden. He turns the corner and lays it in with the left hand. My opponent's team name is Supersonics. Looks like it's TACG or TACG for a gamer tag. He scores on the good defense. Harden over to Posey. Back to James Harden. He turns the corner on Jeremy Lin and flushes it home with the left hand. We're going to use David West to start out here and see how we do on defense. Ball gets slapped away out of bounds. Supersonics still in possession. I think that Billy Thompson can shoot a little bit from the last time I played with him, so I better not slack off too far. There goes Kobe. He's going to be a handful all game. James Posey has drawn the assignment of guarding him. West draws out the defender, goes right around him, and he gets fouled. Seahawks against the Supersonics in a all-Seattle matchup here. Harden tries to go for the dunk. It gets rejected by Thompson. Here's Jeremy Lin in transition. He gets open and shoots it right through. We're down by 2 points. Harden to Posey to West. He's got a little bit of a shot of hitting a deep two here for us, but certainly not what we want to be doing. Harden with a lob to West. He can't finish over Thompson. And here comes Kobe in transition. We're going to jump at him. He's not phased. Hits the long one-pointer. Harden to Posey. West. He's the only guy we can get open, so let's go ahead and let it fly. That goes through. We're down by just a point on defense. He's going to want to spam it to Kobe. Who doesn't when you get that Kobe Bryant? Takes a tough runner. And now there's two shooters wide open as everybody converges trying to get the rebound. Somehow it doesn't go in. And Harden's got the ball working on Jeremy Lin. West is open again. We think about it for a second. Decide not to pull with West. We're going to have to as the shot clock's getting low. West says, hey, I don't need a very big shot meter. I'm just going to make it for you. Posey with the foul in transition. It's no problem for my opponent. He scores anyways. And it's 6 apiece. Waiting on the close-up animations. Here we go. We're back to playing. Harden to Posey. He keeps leaving West open. Let's see if we can't change that. We've hit a couple 2-pointers with West. We don't want that defender just hanging out in the lane. It's to Harden. There's not much time left. Can West bail us out again? Maybe it'll be Harden trying to bail us out. It's no good. Here comes 99 Kobe. We jump at him. We don't want Kobe just running over us here. He gets it into Billy Thompson for the layup. Down a point. Let's try something different. A little pick and roll action. West didn't keep rolling for me. We'll go ahead and reset here. Try to do something else. Over to Harden. Shot clock's getting down. West, he's going to have to shoot a little jump hook here. It's up and in. 7 each. This is going to be a tough match. So far it's been pretty even. Here goes that pink diamond Kobe. Over to Lynn. I'm out of position and I get dunked on. Inbounds to James Harden. We set up a high pick and roll. We don't create much space. West in on Thompson. Thought that was going to go in, but Thompson does a good job on defending it. Kobe, the transition 2, he misses. We'd like to get some open looks to Harden. My opponent's done well to prevent that. West to Harden. Little spin, rims around and goes in. Thompson is still a hot player. Kobe through the defense. We're able to get a block on Kobe. Trying to work it into Harden. By far my best player on the floor. Turns the corner on Lynn, but the help defense is there. Billy Thompson is still hot. We can start over. I don't think we want Posey on Pink Diamond Kobe too much. So let's just see what we can get. Going to try to throw the lob. Kobe's there to harass, but West with a nice little athletic catch and finish. We got a 1-point lead. Here's Kobe. He decides not to pull the trigger from downtown. Instead, it's Billy Thompson reigniting his heat. And it's a 9-9 ball game. Harden on the handle. To Posey. Back to Harden. Seems my opponent is just using the computer defense there. We're going to try to pump fake him out of the way. Did a pretty good job playing that. Kobe's open from deep. I'm running at him with Posey. Posey was just standing there like a statue. And we're down by 2. Here goes Harden. He's got the shooter in the corner. That's right through. It's tied at 11. Kobe, he just blows right by Harden to the rack. And we're down a bucket. Harden West, a little 2-man game. See my opponent is slacking off, staying in the paint with Billy Thompson. CPU, Jeremy Lin doing a good job defending. Shot clock's getting down. We're going to try to throw a lob. No, we'll just shoot it from here as Harden doesn't cut. And West rattles it home and in. It's 12 each. Here goes Lin. He draws the double. That means Kobe's open. That's not at all what we wanted. We're down by 2 points. We're going to try to look and shoot a 2 here if we can't get someone open. Otherwise, my opponent can close out with any basket on the next possession for the Supersonics. Thompson checks it in to David West. We're trying to spring James Harden free. The defender's all over him. Probably not a shot I should have taken. Really trying to tie the game there. Here goes Kobe. That's for the win. We take the tough loss against the best player in the game, Kobe Bryant. Let's see what we get with our one pick. It's a gold card. Looks like the refresh window should be coming up here at 20 past. I'm getting new information. That's not the current refresh window anymore, but we're going to take a look. Who knows what 2K is up to with their servers. There really shouldn't be any rubies at this price, but since it's almost time, we'll take a quick peek. Just waiting for 20 past the hour, then we'll hop right back into the Blacktop matches. If there's somebody here, we'll buy them, flip them real quick, and hope to get another pack or two open tonight. Still 19 past. We'll just take a look and see if there's anybody out here that's cheap. There's nobody at 25. It's 20 past. There's Kersey for 17.50. We don't have the coins for it, and we wouldn't flip it for much anyways. If somebody else is watching with their Xbox on, they might want to grab that for a little profit. Here's Finley. He's going to get a diamond teammate. Tonight fresh, I pulled Ruby Jimmy Butler, and then I sold him, bought another pack, and I got Emerald DeAndre Jordan moments. So those were decent, but nothing too exciting. There's too many Butlers on the market. We get Diamond Mitch Richmond and Gold Paul Pierce. We're heading back to the Blacktop. And we're looking for an opponent. Searching for matches. It's taking a bit longer tonight to find opponents. If it takes too long, we'll back out and start it over. Let's try that. See if we can't get Mitch Richmond into the game. And we're just waiting on 2K to find us someone to play against. That diamond card may be preventing it for a moment. I think they try to pair you against somebody who has a similar amount of talent, but not always. And we're still just waiting. At least we're not waiting for somebody who paused the game. We're waiting on 2K. And we're just hanging out, watching the globe spin around. Nobody in the world wants to play against us right now. I don't know what we did to offend them. And I see that I have a new follower. I'm going to get you followed back right now as I'm waiting on this. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. We're on just about every evening from 9 p.m. West Coast time to about 4 a.m. I got my 3-month-old son hanging out with me, and when he decides he wants to eat, or if he's fussy, then I will be pausing the streams. Otherwise, I'm on here playing and talking to you folks. So we're playing against somebody who's got a custom Boston logo. And he's got 2 Amethyst, Harden, Stoudemire, and Sapphire Rudy Gobert. So he's got a couple bigs. We have a bit more speed on our side. That Amari can knock it down from deep, so we won't be leaving him wide open. We'll let Rudy Gobert be open if he's on the outside. I wouldn't mind playing one fresh. I don't know about the baby if he's going to let me finish it off with you. So I think for the rest of this evening, I'll keep grinding on the Blacktop and try to get a couple more Chinese packs open. And then tomorrow, if you're around, we can start off the evening whenever you get to get on. If you're able to get on tomorrow, and we'll play a My Team match. Trying to get better at the My Team element of this game. Whenever I play against Fresh to Death City, it's usually pretty ugly for me. Haven't been able to beat him that way yet. A couple of the matches I've been fairly close, but no victories. Fresh is a tremendous player with a great club. Please check out his stream if you catch him on. Gobert working on Paul Pierce. We're going to use Pierce primarily to defend, at least to start, see how that goes. Gobert with the offensive rebound, gives us a little spin and a hook off the rim and out. Finley to Pierce. We got a shooter in the corner. It's Mitch Richmond. And we're late on the release. That was a great opportunity that we don't convert. We'll look for more of those throughout the match. Seems my opponent wants to post up with the Gobert a lot. We have Pierce there to stop Stoudemire's driving attempt. Rudy with a nice little spin fade, and he makes that. Looks like we're playing Bob Bubble Bet. I'm not sure if that's correct, but that looks like the gamer tag. We draw the double out to Richmond. Trying to get the timing down with this Diamond Mitch. Haven't played with it before that I remember. And we're up by 2 against the Cougars. Harden on the handle to Gobert. Out to Amare. He's dribbling around looking for a good shot. Shot clock's getting low. We press hard against Rudy and we get the miss. Finley's open. We take a shot at it. Shot stick wasn't pulled straight back. And the defense got out there. That's a miss. Gobert's open. We slap at it. To no avail. Here goes Mitch Richmond on the handle. He gets knocked out. And I guess he was concussed as he throws the pass into the stands. Oh, that was deflected. All right, that makes more sense. Richmond with a little fadeaway. I thought I had the corner turn there. I didn't. And it results in a bad jumper. Harden on the handle. We drop in with Pierce under the basket. We'll make Rudy Gobert come to us. And we get the steal. Finley in transition. We've been getting some open looks here. Here's another one for Mitch Richmond. He rattles it in. We're up by 3. Seahawks against the Cougars. He's got the custom uniforms, the dark blues. James Harden takes a deep 2. That rattles out to us. We got Paul Pierce on the handle. He's guarded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's slapping at it. We collapse the defense. I didn't think Richmond was that close. So I take a bad shot thinking I was setting up a 2-pointer. And kind of surprising myself at where the shooter was at. Pierce to Finley. Finley's spacing out. We let him shoot it from deep. Front rim and out. Here comes Gobert. We've had success stopping him and forcing a few turnovers so far. Now he gets it over to Amethyst Harden. Harden with a tough jumper. Hand in his face. It doesn't draw iron. We got Diamond Richmond and he's going to hammer that in with the left hand. Long outlet pass to Gobert. We get our hands up and get the steal. It's Diamond Mitch to Paul Pierce. We'll let him shoot one, and that's through. We're rolling in this match. It's 2-8. And my opponent decides to just take a moment, plotting out some strategy. It's going to be Amari Stoudemire. He runs a nice little cut and gets the dunk on us. Richmond on the handle, guarded by Harden. We're dribbling around. We got Pierce open. We don't want it with Pierce. We want Richmond. That screen, it's good. And we're up by 7 points. Mitch has provided 8 of our 10 points so far in this match. Harden in transition. The defense was too far away from him, but we get a miss, so we don't mind it. That one gets slapped away momentarily. Richmond to Finley. Finley's going to hammer this in. And we're up by 8. It's looking good for the Seahawks in this match. We're still trying to get that pink diamond Isaiah Thomas off the pick board. We'd even like to get the diamond Kevin McHale as Harden rattles it in from the 2-point stripe. Richmond on the handle. He tries to get over to the open Pierce. Instead, Amari Stoudemire beats us with the hustle play. Harden connects again from deep. Suddenly this blowout is turning into a match again. We're up by just 4 points. Here goes Richmond. Thought he'd have a dunk, but the defense gets back. And Gobert fouls him. We'll start over here on offense. Mitch goes right around Harden, hammers it in. He's got the hot hand. Circle turned on. We're up by 5. Harden out to Gobert. We know that's not going to happen from deep. We run out at Harden, but he connects on the mid-range. Leads standing at 4 points. We see that Harden's up here trying to get the steal. We're going to try to beat him down the court. My opponent grabs a Gobert to help defend. Pierce is wide open. That rattles in and out and stays out. Gobert with the rebound. To Amari. Back to Gobert. The big men controlling the ball in this possession for the Cougars. Amari gets kind of stuck in there. Then he does a nice pirouette, scoring over Michael Finley. Finley's open. Back out to Mitch. Mitch just sneaks it in past Stoudemire, looking to block that one. We could close it out on the next possession with a 2-pointer. Here's Harden. We go try to get a steal, but it's a reach-in foul instead. Can't reach too much, as you don't want to get the foul out loss in this year's version of Blacktop. Harden with a hand in his face. Looked good, but it's off the front rim. Pierce with the rebound. He thought about the skip pass over to Richmond. Decides not to do it. Instead, he draws the foul. And we'll have Stoudemire checking into Finley here. Finley working on Amari. We're looking for an open shooter, or at least an open shot. It's Finley, and he can't close out the game. Nice little backdoor cut. Stoudemire scores the point with the layup. Richmond for the win. It's going to rattle around and in. My opponent did well to battle back. He didn't quit like the guy with the Kanye West logo we played a few matches against. When he got down big, we collect a little MT. We'll see what we get here on the pick board. Looks like some auctions have closed for us. They may have just expired. We'll go see if there's a little MT to collect. We get the Kyrie 2 gold shoe. We get a healing card. We'd like to get some MT. Instead, it's an ad card. And we'll go see what happened over here in the auction house. None of these sold. We're going to send them back to the auctions. And we're going to see really quick if there's anything on the ruby snipe window. We just looked a little bit ago. There was a 1700 coin ruby Germain curse. We didn't have enough coins to buy it, and we wouldn't have made much profit with it anyways. We're just refreshing, hoping something got listed wrong. We're waiting for 35 past the hour. After this, we'll hop back into some Blacktop. Keep hitting refresh, trying to be the first into the market in case there's something out there for 500 coins. It's 35 past. There's nothing there. Let's just see if there was something cheap anyways, if we have more coins. Nothing at 25, 29. We see a Jerome Kersey. We don't need that. Even though we would have bought that one at 17 to flip it. We got Amethyst Jimmy here. We see a pink diamond. We're going to try to jump on it. Instead, we get rewarded with a gold card teammate. It's Aaron Gordon. And we see a diamond is out here, so we'll try to click on that diamond. I don't think it matters too much. It seems pretty random. It's a Sapphire Andre Iguodala. Here we go again to the Blacktop matches. We're trying to grind up to 3,500 MT. If we're a little short, we'll sell some shoes or something. Get one more Chinese New Year pack and hope to get a good pull. We've gotten 2 Amethyst Yao Mings, multiple rubies, Curry, Butler, and DeRozan from those packs. Opened probably about a dozen of them since they came out. And we're just in the long search for a match. Looking for someone to play against. And we'll continue to wait until we get someone. We might back it out and try it again. Sometimes that seems to help. I don't know if it's just psychological or if it really does find somebody to play against faster. And we're spanning the globe for competition. Still looking for somebody. Is there anybody out there that wants to play? We'll just keep waiting for a bit, see if a game comes along. Tonight has been the slowest night that I can recall finding matches. I know there are a few patches that are out. Players getting onto the game are probably delayed as it downloads, especially those with slower internet connections. So that might be preventing some of our competition from being around at the moment. Turned on their Xbox and decided to just watch a movie instead while it downloads. This has taken long enough. I'm going to back out, try it again. Look at our club again. We got Gordon and Iguodala with Amethyst, Jimmy Butler. I don't recall looking for a match for quite this long. Probably the whole season. We'll just stay here for a bit. Happy to answer any questions anybody might have in the chat stream. It's going to be hard to grind up to 3,500 MT if we can't play. But we're looking for someone to show up. And we're still waiting. We hope that 2K is still there with us, trying to find us someone to play against. Not much to say. The globe spins around and around. We want to play, and we want to play now. And finally, somebody comes along. It's a Lakers fan. At least they have a Lakers logo. They got Kyle Lowry, Kevin Love, and Evan Turner. It's USA Lowry with the international ball in his hand. And here we go. Our players greet each other. Iguodala takes the ball. We're playing against the team named Lakers. And he comes and swats it away from Amethyst Butler. Username looks like it's all hash. And he's backing down on Gordon with Love. We get a hand up and deflect that ball a little bit. Gordon to Butler. Butler's going to try to dunk this one in. There's no shot blockers that time. And my son is awake looking at me. I don't know if he'll go back to sleep. If he needs attention, I'll be stopping after this match. If not, we'll keep grinding. I'm looking for his pacifier. He's a magician at losing it or hiding it from dad, as the case may be. And we get a reach-in foul committed against us. The ball gets walked up. I find my pacifier. I'm playing with one hand for a second. It's all good. My son's starting to cry. If he keeps crying, I'll hop off the mic and finish the match. Iguodala out to Gordon. It's going to bounce around and off for us. I'm a little bit split on my attention here. Kevin Love tries to hit the little spinning layup. Butler comes with the help defense and blocks that out. Looks like my opponent wants to sink inside with Love a lot. And we're trying to just get that big guy pulled out, free up the lane. But he's playing good defense on us. We got to try to shoot it. And we do before the violation occurs, but it doesn't draw iron. So it's a turnover. Love is cold. He's inbounding the ball here to Kyle Lowry. Love with the mid-range. It rattles in. Iguodala on the handle from the inbounds. Out to Gordon. Looks like he's no longer using Gordon. Instead, he was on Butler. He left him. We see it, and we're able to hit a 2-pointer over in the corner. So my opponent is shifting with his defenders. We're going to stick with Gordon on Love for a bit. Defensive switch. Butler's got Love inside. And we get a miss. Butler's open for a long 2. That goes through for us. We're up by 4 points. Keep trying to get my son his pacifier. He's not in the mood for it. But sometimes he wants it and spits it out anyways. He's sitting in a little electronic deal called a Mamaroo that rocks him to sleep and plays music as he watches me play. He's got his eyes closed so I can focus on the match here a little bit more. Love gets the score. We inbound to Andre Iguodala. AI goes around the defense and throws down a 180 dunk over his head. Kevin Love with the inbounds to Lowry. Iguodala is a pretty good defender even on a smaller player. So we got that going for us. Love trying to back in. Spin moves. We're using both analog sticks, pressing against Love, and we force a miss. Lowry commits the foul, and he'll check into Andre Iguodala. Out to Gordon in the corner. We're going to throw the lob to Andre. Evan Turner's there. He's not going to allow it. Love trying to muscle in over Gordon. He does it that time with the two-handed hammer. We're up by 3 points against the Lakers. Iguodala to Gordon. He can't turn the corner on Love. Set up a little pick and roll. There's a shooter open. It's Butler. And Butler drills that right through. It's 3-8. Lowry on the handle. Love's got an open mid-range. He decides not to take it. We block it with the right analog stick. Instead of shooting it with Gordon, we'll look for something a little better. Pass over to Iguodala. That gets slapped away from us. Nice defense. He wants to keep going with this Kevin Love matchup. Love already has a cold circle. He keeps backing in on us. Pretty good offensive skills, but we get a miss. Iguodala in transition. He wants to shoot a 3. Andre hasn't shot the ball yet, I don't believe. That's no good. It's Love again. Maybe Love is this guy's favorite player. I don't know. He's been a little predictable on offense. Butler turns the corner. Love comes up and gives the block on the help D. Turner to Love. We get it to Gordon defensively, who fouls. Love, excuse me, that's Butler on the foul. Turner to Love. Nice little screen there. And the baby's acting up again just a bit. That's why I'm taking a second to inbound. Now he closes his eyes. Looks like taking a second to inbound might have confused my opponent. Iguodala got a fairly clean drive, but then Love came with the help defense and gets the stop. He keeps running that pick and roll action. Love with a little fadeaway. Nice shot over the outstretched arms of Gordon. Here goes Butler. He's going to hammer this home. And we're up by 4 points. Seahawks versus the Lakers. Lowry on the handle. Sets up a little screen action with Love. This guy keeps going to Love, but we get the stop this time. Long outlet to Butler. He opts to back it out. Turner is guarding on him. Out to Gordon. Iguodala with the ball. And he floats over Kevin Love for the dunk. We're doubling up our opponent at the moment. 10-5. Love is open from deep. That's not good defense on my part. Love makes us pay and leads down to just 3 points. Iguodala hands off to Gordon. Back to Andre. And Turner slaps the ball away momentarily, but then loses position against Butler, who throws it down with the two-hand dunk. Here goes Love driving, spinning, and missing the shot. Gordon with the rebound to Jimmy Butler. Andre's open. He thinks better of it. The cerebral player, Iguodala, thinks maybe it's better to give it to Butler, and it is for the dunk. It's 7-12. I'm behind the play, dealing with my son who's fussing just a bit. I give up the dunk. Jimmy Butler on the handle to Andre. He turns the corner. He's going to throw this in. Hangs on the rim a moment. We could close out with a two-pointer on the next possession. Turner with the ball to Love. We jump at him, and we get another miss out of Kevin Love. Butler brings it up. Looking to draw and kick. I wanted that to go out to Gordon in the corner. Too much congestion. There's Gordon. We'll pump fake it. Gordon, I don't think that's for the win, as he was on the line. It's a miss anyways. We'll never know for sure if it would have been rolled a 2. Here's Turner. That's a miss. Iguodala ahead of the pack. He hands it off to Butler. Defense was getting back. Don't know if that was going to drop in for him. Andre's tired. He gets it to Jimmy. He's not tired. Jimmy's given us 11 points in this match. We can win this with the next basket. Lowry bringing it up at a slow pace, giving us a little fancy handle behind the back. Kicks it out to Love. We're expecting it to go to Love, so we jump at him. Here's Andre. He wants the defender to come at him, and that's not going to go in. Good defense from Turner. Iguodala. Pump fake. Opts to go to Gordon. There's a lot of time on the shot clock. Butler out to Iguodala. My opponent's doing good not to surrender the dunk. It's out to Gordon. Can he hit one from deep finally? No. Kevin Love with the rebound. This match will keep going for now. Turner with the nice pull in on the defense. We get a good defense credit, but that's kind of worthless when the bucket goes in. Here goes Butler. He's backing in on Lowry. And he shoots a little jumper. It's light and hits the front rim and out. At least we're getting more MT, but we'd like to get the victory and move on here. We reach in on Love. We're up by 5 on defense. Iguodala throws the ball off of Love. That was uncalled for. Love is posting up at the 3-point line. I don't know why. Now he's going to try to back us in. Gordon has good position for now. Leaning into Love. And that's a nice little spin move, fade back jumper. We're up just by 4 now. Here's Butler. He's had enough. That's the ball game. We get 192 MT. And we get 3 picks coming up now. and we get 1 point. We're getting a lot of gold shoes tonight. And we get an emerald James Harden. We've got a better version of Harden. We'll sell that one. Let's see what it sells for. I don't think it goes for much. There's so many cards on the market at this point. We get a quick idea. Looks like 1400, 1300's out there. So let's look at like 1200, 1100. There's one for just 900 coins. There's one for 850. Might as well just quick sell that Harden out of the collection. It's a shame that a decent card doesn't bring you any coins at this point. I guess we could try to complete that collection, but we don't need to right now. We'll throw out our other collectibles real quick onto the auction house. Haven't been able to unload this one. Gonna drop the price down to just $350. Get these listed and we'll get back into some play. We're getting a lot of these Spectrum Centers. Nobody's looking for it unless they're just trying to collect. So they take forever to sell. And let's go and play another game. It's Ruby Steph Curry. We see a pink diamond. We're going to try to get it. We click on to the pink, but we get the other one that's on the board. The regular diamond. It's Lucas, Jerry Lucas from the Kings. We got 2 Northern California players. Let's see who else is going to play with them. Try to get that amethyst. Instead, it's an emerald. We're slowly grinding up to 3,500 MT. We'll open a pack at that point. We get Darius Miles of the Clippers. It's an all Golden State team. Not a Golden State Warriors team, but Golden State California club. And we're searching for matches. My sun seems to have settled back down, so I'll be able to concentrate and not have any excuse for my performance. Globe spins around. We see that if you live in Alaska, you cannot see Russia from your house across the Bering Strait, no matter what we're told. And we keep waiting to play. We don't get to see much of the southern hemisphere as we wait. We'll try backing out. That trick hasn't been working too much tonight because I believe the update is slowing us down on finding matches. That plus it's late night on a Monday evening, Tuesday morning. And we're searching for matches. We'll leave it here until we get someone to play against. Looking at the NBA 2K Reddit while I will look for a match. Just seeing if anything new is out. It's taking its sweet time. It's taken a really long time to find someone to play against. We're just sitting here in the matchmaking window. And it's taken a long time. We're just sitting and waiting, looking for someone to play. Seems there is not a big pool of players tonight. We'd like to grind out some more MT, but we can't control it if we don't get a match. So we'll sit and wait for one to come along. Let's try backing it out and going back into it. We got a diamond. That might be part of the reason that it's taking so long. Sorry it's taken so long. It's certainly beyond my control as we look for someone to play against. My 3-month-old son must be having some weird dreams. He keeps moving around, but he's keeping his eyes closed, so we got that going for us as he learns to sleep during the night. Taking a long time to find a match. Hopefully one pops up soon. Appreciate everybody sticking around as we look for someone to play against. Lullabies in the background are not for me, but for the little guy hanging out with his dad. And I think we're going pretty far here as far as the amount of time that we've waited. I see that 5 minutes past the hour is slowly creeping up. If necessary, we'll pull out of this in a minute or so and go try to get a snipe on our Ruby card, because searching for matches is pretty boring. We'd like someone to play against us. This window would be a good one to have some of those trivia question and answers. And I certainly wish 2K would update the Q&A in the Blacktop loading screen, because we've seen them all before and know them all by heart. Well, we're just about a minute from the snipe window. Let's go take a look at that. Maybe we can find a match afterwards. We don't have a lot of MT. We'll know a good ruby if we see it. Let's set up the parameters here. And we'll try to jump in and see if there's someone out here we want to buy. We see that Tony Allen is already listed for 2,500 MT. We don't want Tony Allen at that price. And we're just waiting for 5 past the hour. I'm always a little trigger happy trying to jump in. Maybe be the first person to see something good that got listed incorrectly. Watching my phone, waiting for the minute to move to 5 past. We'll try to get back into a Blacktop match right after this. Service was taking a very long time to find someone to play against. And it's now 5 past. There's Allen. I think it may refresh at 9 seconds past. I'm not really 100% sure. We've backed in and out a few times. It's just Allen. Let's see if anybody else is good at like 3K. Allen, Kersey, just the normal garbage that we see night in, night out. Well, let's see if we can find somebody to play against. We've had no luck for about 10 minutes. We're looking to grind up some MT, pull another Chinese New Year pack, see what we get on the pick board. We've got about an hour left to play. And we're just going to search until we find it. If you don't have the NBA 2K companion app, I would recommend downloading it. You get VC every day for logging in, just playing a few fast mini games. You can pick the NBA games and get 50 VC for each correct pick. I scanned my own head, put myself into the game in my player. Been trying to scan my son's head instead, but he squirms around a bit too much to get a good scan. As soon as I get him in there, I will be playing a little bit more of the my career element of this game, just for laughs. And I know that's quite popular on Twitch, so I want to give the viewers something they enjoy. Apparently nobody has a team good enough as far as talent with the Diamond Lucas that we pulled to get matched up on us here. So we just gotta wait it out. Hopefully it'll be sooner than later. It took a while when we had that Mitch Richmond, but not this long. Apparently the logo screen glitch has been fixed on Xbox One. That is the console that I use, so that's good news because it's always frustrating to get 2K to load. And it's still searching. Hard to believe there's nobody out there to play against us. Anybody interested in hosting my stream, please just shoot me a whisper. I'm happy to host back and get a few more viewers and do the same for you. If you're interested, just shoot me a whisper at any time at your convenience. Sorry to talk about so many random things, but we're just filling the air, looking for a match, and finally it loads up. It feels like it was forever. And here we go. We got Miles, Lucas, and Curry. We're taking on Serge Ibaka, Amethyst Jimmy, and Sichling. I'm not sure on the pronunciation. do not recall him playing. Must have been a little bit before my time or when I was still little. And here we go. We finally get to play. We'll start out on defense. We're playing against Shower Time. It's Big Al F. Maybe it's Big Alf 21. We're using Darius Miles. We can't leave Serge Ibaka too open. He takes a wild looking shot with Butler. Ibaka gets the offensive rebound. We get the block. Lucas is on Butler. We're just going to let the computer handle that for now. Jimmy with the tough take. It rolls in. And we get our first possession. It goes to Steph Curry. Ruby Curry handling, trying to break down the defense. We see our opponent wants to just park under the basket. We're going to get it over to Miles and not allow Ibaka to just sit there. Miles turns it over right into the hands of Jimmy Butler. Miles on the pull-up. That rattles home. Not a pretty shot, but we like the result. Big Alf on the handle. He shoots a fading two-pointer. Grab the rebound. Jerry Lucas over to Steph Curry. Defense comes flying out. Lucas is open. Curry with the dime drop. And we're up by 2 points. It's hard to believe that Miles is bigger than Lucas. Miles is our big. He must be a bit taller than Jerry Lucas was. So we have kind of an odd matchup going each way. That's Lucas on Butler and Miles on Serge Ibaka. Butler on the handle. Nice little shot from about 15 feet. Shower Time versus the Seahawks. Curry to Miles. Ibaka's just hanging out. We're going to throw the lob over him. And there's Miles to finish it. Butler with two defenders with their hand in his face. Still looked like it was going to go in there for a minute. We got Curry. We'll give a little razzle dazzle. Here goes Steph with the right hand finish. Ibaka inbounds to Sichling. I'm not sure how that should be enunciated. He sets up Ibaka. Can't leave Ibaka that open. And he hits it from the 2-point range. We got this diamond Lucas. Over to Steph. Miles is open. And that hits the front rim. Ugly looking shot. Ibaka inside, out to Amethyst Jimmy. We jump out and we get the rebound on the missed shot attempt. There's Curry. We give a little hesitation dribble. Steph, he gets it to Miles. Ibaka's lurking. And somehow we travel while we're just standing there waiting for Curry to space out. We're back on defense, up just a point. We're happy to play. We took so long to find a match. Here comes Butler. We tried to help out, but he's got the corner turned and he lays it in. It's all tied up. Curry to Lucas. Tried to pull Lucas up for a 2. He just lurched a little too far forward. It's a long one-pointer. And we retake the lead. Butler on Lucas. Out to Ibaka. We get into his shooting range and get the miss out of him. Butler's going to inbound here to Jerry Lucas. Strike that. It's going to be Ibaka to Miles. Miles trying to get around Lucas. Around Ibaka, but he kicks it out to Lucas. That's on the front rim and out. We leave Schlichling open. Fires it over Curry, no good. Lucas with the rebound. Bringing the ball up court. There's Steph. Turns and fires. It rims around and around, but it doesn't go in. Miles with the steal. Thought about throwing the lob to Steph. Defense was back pretty well, so we think better of it. Curry able to get around the defense, and then it gets stripped by Ibaka. My opponent's playing pretty good defense, playing against Big Alf and his club Shower Time. Miles with the rebound. Curry spaces out. We like that look. We don't like the result. Didn't pull that straight back. It's to the right. We can see that as we run back on defense. Butler gets fouled by Lucas. Looks like a tough game. It's going to be grinding out. Hopefully a victory, but who knows? My opponent's playing pretty well. We slap it away from him though. Curry draws a double. There's Lucas. We let that fly. It's a little early on the shot meter. Not by too much, but just enough to get the miss. Thought that was going in. Ibaka's got the ball. We have Amethyst Butler on the switch. We play help defense with Miles. Curry in transition. We can't even hit with Curry. I'm yanking it to the right. Going to reposition the controller here in my hands. Hopefully start pulling it back to the 6 o'clock position instead of to 5:30. Butler working around. He shoots it from the free throw line. He's got a cleaner look on the reload, and it's good. It's 6-all. Miles into Steph Curry. My opponent is staying underneath the basket support with Ibaka. We get him to draw out, and we get the left-hand dunk with Darius Miles. We get him to terminate the dribble. Kicks it over to Serge. Butler with a hand in his face, and Lucas pulls the rebound. I don't remember playing with this Lucas before. I've seen it a few times against me. He goes around Butler, but Ibaka is lurking. Miles in the corner. He's too fast for Serge, at least on that play. And he finishes with the right hand. We try to get the steal on the inbounds, but it goes right through us somehow. We're using Miles to defend. Ibaka's a decent outside shooter, but he's slow-footed. Butler with a tough take. He draws the shooting foul. My opponent has the old school Nuggets uniforms. He's got Ibaka. He hesitated just a minute, and we closed out there on defense. That was just hitting the wrong buttons there, to be honest. I pump faked Ibaka, and I should have laid it up once I did. It's getting a bit late here where I'm at on the West Coast. Hopefully my performance won't suffer too much as Curry rattles it home. We're up by 4, looking for a victory and the 3 picks from the pick board. Butler with a little pick and roll action to Ibaka. Not much comes out of it. Butler spins and it goes out of bounds off of one of our defenders. Miles trying to slap it free from Ibaka. Apparently he hit Ibaka instead. We'll check the ball back in. Lucas is kind enough to go and pick it up. And the shot clock has reset. It's a mistake to leave Ibaka that open. For some reason my opponent does not take the 2-pointer. Ibaka inside. We see that Butler sprung open. I grabbed Lucas and hit the jump button. That results in a block for us. Shot clock's getting down. Not sure my opponent's paying good attention to it. We get the shot clock violation and we'll take possession of the ball. Miles to inbound to Steph Curry. Ruby Curry on the handle. We'd love to get that amethyst. Maybe he's going to be in that Chinese New Year pack for us that we're going to open before the end of the stream. Earlier tonight, we found a Ruby Jimmy Butler. Didn't need him because we had the amethyst Butler, so we sold it. It didn't go for much. Miles on the drive, off the window. It's 11-6. My opponent's looking to hit the long touchdown pass. He does, but we're back in decent position on defense. Butler with the defender right on him, drills it from deep. Lead is cut to just 3 points. Curry, he draws a double. Can we hit it with Lucas from deep? We can. It's 13-8. Shower time versus the Seahawks. My opponent brings it up. Curry is defending on him. Steph puts a hand out. That's a nice shot. Slichling with his first point. Steph on the handle to Miles. That's for the win. It goes right through. We get 177 MT. Hopefully we find a quicker match when we hop back here into the matchmaking. It's 20 past the hour. After our picks, we'll look on the Ruby board, see if there's anything good there. We're a little late as far as sniping is concerned. You need to be there before. But it's so late at night, maybe something will just linger around for a minute. We find a second tech, the board resets. All the good stuff gets left out. I think because I've been through the level 10 boards so many times, it hasn't done it. What's the refresh? I'm being asked in the chat. The servers refresh on the auction house, and that's when the new cards get listed. Sometimes people list cards incorrectly, and you might get a really good deal. There's people that do a lot of sniping here on Twitch and are significantly better at it than I am. Just starting to learn how to do it. And I do it on the stream so others can learn. So we'll take a quick look. We see Tony Allen's at 2,500. That's not worth us spending our coins on. Let's just take a quick look at 3,500. See if there's anybody that's great out here. It's just the usual suspects. So we'll hop back into the Blacktop match. We're going to have Klay Thompson following up the other Splash brother, Steph Curry. The times on Xbox are 5 minutes past the hour. Then it's every 15 minutes afterwards. We get Ruby Wall. So it's going to be like 5 minutes, 20 minutes, 35 minutes, and 50 minutes past on Xbox. PlayStation is right at the new hour. So like 7 o'clock, 15 past, 30 past, 40 past. And I believe if you're on PC, it's the same as PS4. We get Millsap to round out the squad, and we're going to look for a match. The last time we were in matchmaking, it took us probably 10 minutes. We jumped out, tried to do a snipe, and then we got back into it. This time we find a match right away. Fortunately, we don't want to just sit idly for that long. And we're playing against a Knicks fan. He's got Diamond McGinnis, and 2 gold cards. It's Thomas and Sasa Vujicic. So we'll see how this match goes. Going to open up at least a Chinese New Year pack at the end of this, even if I have to sell off some shoes to get it. It's the guy we just played. It's shower time again. And Wall gets right past Thomas with the windmill dunk. We're going to use our biggest player. We're going to see if this diamond can shoot from deep. He can. So we're not going to be floating too much to the inside with Millsap now that we know that diamond can snipe from deep. Ball over to Millsap to Klay, and there's a reach-in foul on Vujicic. We wait for him to go and get the ball. And the inbound is going to Paul Millsap. Millsap to Clay. We get a little screen off. And Clay is able to rattle that home. We got on the Chinese New Year Golden State Warrior alternate jerseys. And we're using Millsap to user defend. Isaiah Thomas trying to shake John Wall. We're letting Wall and Clay do their thing. He gets it over to his diamond, but we have the defender there. Clay's open. He kicks out to Wall. Wall's in a hot zone in the corner. That splashes through, and we're up by 2 points. Anybody looking for a follower, please give me a follow. I'll be following you back. And we commit the shooting foul. And we get a close-up look at the players. Here's Millsap. He gets the block for us defensively, but it goes off of Paul. Big Al is trying to back us down. And we force an air ball. He got a little stubborn there on that possession. Here goes Wall. This wall is pretty fun to play with. We have it in the collection. Klay Thompson trying to shake loose from Vujacic. Too much congestion inside. Out to Millsap. It goes right through. Shower time bringing it up. He's taking some tough shots here. We don't mind it. Wall's open, but he decides to pass it to Millsap instead. My opponent's doing some crazy jumping. We get a green release. Not sure, maybe Shower Time's frustrated. We just beat him in the last match. He might not like his squad too much, but he did bring a gold card to this team. So he needs to find a few better players to play with. Wall just flies in, hammers it with the left hand. We're up by 7 points. We're still looking for that pink diamond Isaiah Thomas. Maybe we'll find him tonight. Maybe we'll find that diamond Mikal. If we do, we'll be sure to play with them tomorrow evening and see how those guys perform. It's Clay to Wall. Tried to draw the double team there. He doesn't fall for it. Wanted to get Clay an open look. Instead, it's going to be Wall here. He's got Millsap open. The diamond defender comes and gets a block on us. Nice job from Big Alf. Millsap has got pretty good blocking going on tonight. He gets another one. And Wall's going to check the ball in here to Thomas. Thomas to Vujacic. Clay's guarding the big on the switch. Not good enough as McGinnis hits his second two-pointer and has provided all 4 points for Shower Time. Working the ball around. Clay gets open. He's going to dunk that in with the right hand. We're up by 6. Long outlet pass to Thomas. Vujacic to McGinnis. McGinnis has done all the scoring for our opponent. John Wall on the handle. It looks like he is defending with that diamond card as we see it floating around everywhere on defense. Clay, he's trying to pull the defenders away. Defenders running out at Millsap. We thought we might just run right by and get a dunk. Shot clock's getting low. It's to Millsap to bail us out. Straight on look. Rims out. And here goes McGinnis. He's doing all the scoring. That's 6 points for him. His teammates are just there to rebound the ball and hand it to him, it seems like. We're going to set up a little pick and roll action. We need to get the offense restarted. Wall, he doesn't do good on the screen attempt. Instead, we turn it over. McGinnis again. That rattles in. Shower time is bringing up a little bit of a comeback here. We got it to Clay. He sees walls open. He drops it to him. It's 7-11. Thomas yo-yoing back and forth. Over to Vujicic. McGinnis again. He finally misses. Clay Thompson with a rebound. Clay in transition. Surveys the defense. Gets it over to Millsap. Millsap wants to throw the lob to Clay, but Clay doesn't cut. Instead, we get a turnover. McGinnis on Millsap. Pulls his own miss and goes up and scores. Just a 3-point game.